Your brain is not designed to make you successful. It is designed to keep you comfortable. Every time you choose the easy path, every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," every time you avoid pain, fear, or effort, your brain rewards you. Comfort feels safe. Comfort feels warm. Comfort feels familiar. But comfort is also the reason dreams die. Quietly. Not from failure. Not from lack of talent, but from addiction. And the most dangerous addiction in the world is being addicted to comfort. Your brain has one primary job, and it is not to make you successful, wealthy, or fulfilled. Its job is to keep you alive. For thousands of years, survival meant avoiding danger, conserving energy, and staying close to what felt safe. That wiring still exists inside you today. When your brain senses discomfort, uncertainty, effort, risk, it reacts as if your life is in danger. Your heart races, your thoughts fill with doubt, and suddenly excuses feel logical. Comfort, on the other hand, sends a signal of safety. Familiar routines, easy choices, and predictable habits calm the brain and release pleasure chemicals that make you feel good in the moment. That is why staying where you are feels so natural, even when you know you are capable of more. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you. But protection and progress are not the same thing. What once kept humans alive now keeps dreams small, ambition quiet, and potential locked behind fear disguised as comfort. Comfort doesn't arrive like a warning sign. It doesn't crash into your life or demand your attention. It settles in quietly. It shows up as small choices that feel harmless: sleeping a little longer, postponing a difficult conversation, choosing distraction over discipline. At first, it feels like rest. It feels deserved. But over time, comfort tightens its grip. Days start repeating themselves. Goals get pushed further away. The fire you once had begins to dim, not because you failed, but because you stopped challenging yourself. Comfort creates a soft prison with invisible walls. You don't feel trapped because nothing hurts right now. That's the danger. You get used to good enough. You accept average because it feels safe. And without realizing it, comfort steals your urgency, your hunger, and your belief in what you could become. You don't lose your dreams overnight. You slowly fall asleep while holding them. Growth always feels uncomfortable because it requires you to step into the unknown. The moment you try to change, your brain reacts with resistance. Not because you're weak, but because uncertainty feels like danger. New challenges mean unfamiliar outcomes, and unfamiliar outcomes trigger fear. That's why self-doubt gets louder right when you decide to improve your life. Your hands hesitate. Your mind searches for reasons to stop. And suddenly the old habits feel safer than the new possibilities. Growth asks you to do things you're not yet good at, to risk embarrassment, failure, and rejection. And your brain would rather keep you where you are than let you struggle in unfamiliar territory. But this discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It's a sign that something is changing. Every level of strength, confidence, and success you admire was built in moments where comfort was sacrificed. The pain you feel in growth is not punishment, it is proof that you are expanding beyond who you used to be. Comfort speaks in a calm, reasonable voice. It doesn't sound like fear. It sounds like logic. It tells you that you have time, that there's no rush, that tomorrow will be better. It reminds you how tired you are, how much you've already endured, how rest feels justified. And the most dangerous lie it whispers is that you'll start when you're ready. But readiness is a myth comfort uses to delay your life. The truth is, you will never feel fully prepared to change. Comfort convinces you that waiting is smart, when in reality it's slowly stealing your momentum. It dresses procrastination as patience and avoidance as self-care. These lies feel gentle, even kind, but they keep you standing still while time moves forward. Every day you listen to them, they grow louder, and every day you obey them, your dreams move further away. Not because you're incapable, but because comfort has taught you to negotiate instead of act. Pain has been labeled as the enemy, something to escape, numb, or avoid at all costs. But pain is not what's holding you back. Avoiding pain is. Every meaningful change requires discomfort, because growth demands effort, and effort always stretches you beyond what you know. There are two kinds of pain in life. One is the pain of discipline, discomfort, and challenge, the pain that builds strength. The other is the pain of regret, stagnation, and knowing you settled the pain that slowly eats at you in silence. Comfort trains you to fear the first kind, even though it leads to freedom. It convinces you that struggle means you're failing, but struggle is often proof that you're doing something right. Muscles only grow when they tear. Confidence only grows when it's tested. The pain you feel while trying to improve is temporary, but the pain of staying the same lingers. Choosing discomfort now is choosing a lighter burden later, even when it doesn't feel that way in the moment. Motivation feels powerful when it shows up, but it is unreliable. Some days you wake up inspired, ready to change your life, and other days you feel nothing at all. Comfort never misses a day. Comfort is always waiting, always offering the easier option. That's why relying on motivation keeps you stuck in cycles of starting and stopping. Discipline is different. Discipline is not an emotion. It is a decision. It's choosing to act even when your mind begs for comfort. It's doing what needs to be done on days you feel tired, doubtful, uninspired. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It asks who you want to become. Every disciplined action teaches your brain that comfort is not in control anymore. Over time, discipline rewires your habits, your confidence, and your identity. You stop waiting for the perfect mood and start trusting your commitment. And slowly, the things that once felt impossible become normal. Not because motivation increased, but because discipline became your default response to resistance. Your brain learns through action, not intention. You don't rewire it by thinking differently. You rewire it by doing differently. Every small act of discomfort sends a powerful message to your mind that you are in control. Waking up when you don't feel like it, starting before you feel ready, finishing even when it's hard, these moments train your brain to stop negotiating with comfort. At first, the resistance is loud. Your mind argues, complains, and looks for escape. But each time you act anyway, that voice gets weaker. Consistency matters more than intensity, because repetition builds trust between you and yourself. You don't need extreme change. You need daily proof that you can keep promises. Small, uncomfortable actions compound into mental strength. Over time, your brain adapts. What once felt painful becomes routine. What once felt impossible becomes expected. And without realizing it, you become someone who acts despite fear. Not because fear disappeared, but because obedience to comfort is no longer an option. Everything you want in life exists just beyond what you dream about. They all live on the other side of resistance. Comfort keeps you focused on who you are today, but discomfort reveals who you are becoming. Every time you choose the harder path, it feels comfortable right now. The confidence you admire, the strength you crave, the freedom you step closer to a future version of yourself that feels unfamiliar but powerful. That version future self. Effort, on the other hand, demands payment upfront but rewards you with growth. One path keeps you safe, the other sets you free. Your future is watching the decisions you make today. Each time you choose discomfort over ease, you send a message forward in time that you refused to stay small. Even when staying small felt comfortable,